Hi, this is Abe Busley. That ain't who tells it like a TI is. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. The topic I'm going to talk to you today about is the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion, season 11, reunion part 1. I don't know why they had a 4-part reunion. They just could have went on and did Real Housewives of New York a reunion too, but they didn't do that. But anyway, the reunion started off with Lisa Rinna visiting Ericka at her house the day before the reunion, and they talked a little bit about the reunion and what was going to happen at the reunion. And Ericka was saying that she knew that some of the girls were going to try to come for her at the reunion, and then they got to talking about what was going to happen at the reunion, and then it flashed to the next scene where the ladies were arriving at the reunion, and then once they got into the studio or the building wherever they were filming it at, Andy came by everybody's dressing room like he always do, and welcomed the girls and asked them how they were doing. And then he asked Gracelle how she was doing. She said she was doing okay and everything was all right. And he said, well, what are you going to think about the girls? She said, I know the girls are going to try to come for me. And he said, well, I know you can handle it. She said, yeah, I can handle it. And then it started off with the reunion where Andy was asking Ericka a couple of questions about did she not know the things that her husband was doing and stuff like that? Did she know or did she not know? She said she did not know that some of the things that he was doing, and he was telling her that people were saying that she kind of knew some of the things. She said she didn't know none of the things that he was doing. She said especially when she found out that he was, doing fraudulent stuff or embezzling stuff. She said she didn't know nothing about that, and she said people were asking her questions and stuff like that. You could tell that Andy was kind of being kind of soft on her, and then the next thing you know, Ericka jumped up and said that they showed clips of her saying that she wished some of the girls would have had her back, with somebody would have had her back and stuff like that. And so she said she didn't know. And so Andy asked some of the girls, did they believe Ericka? And most of the girls said so. And then what you call was very quiet. Kyle was very quiet about her and Dorit. And so Sutton spoke up and said, yeah, I did have some questions. And that's why I mentioned it to Gracelle and said, yeah, me and Gracelle, we both had questions. And so because of some of the stuff that we were hearing, on the internet and in the news, and then Ericka kind of snapped at Sutton and told Sutton she was really being mean and this, that, and the other. And then after that, Andy kind of switched gears a little bit and started asking some of the girls other questions. And then it went to commercial break, and then when he came back from commercial break, he was asking Gracelle some questions about stuff, and Gracelle said that she did have questions about the Ericka situation and other stuff. And then here come Dorette trying to come for Gracelle, trying to tell Gracelle that she don't know why she didn't like her and why she had a problem with her and blah blah and blah 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 blah. And Gracelle said because you were coming at me, and because you were saying things. And she started saying, well, Gracelle, the reason why I was saying things because you would say one thing in front of us, and then in your confessionals you would say something else. And she was saying, no, 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 you're wrong, Dorette. Whatever I said in my confessionals, I told y'all to my face. And then Sutton kind of chimed in and said, well, yeah, Gracelle did say a whole lot of stuff. And then Dorette tried to bring up some kind of thing that looked scene where they had at the party. Well, they didn't show the part where Gracelle got up and decided to leave. They just showed the part where Gracelle was telling the group that she didn't feel like that she was a part of the group, and they were saying they don't know why she felt like that. And then in her confessional, Lisa Rinna was saying, well, maybe Gracelle wasn't trying hard enough. And that's why I had stopped watching it, because they were being so passive aggressive toward Gracelle, all those girls. And so what happened when Andy read a fan thing and said, yeah, Dorette, you was trying to come for You was trying to come for Gracelle, trying to paint her as the angry black woman. Baby, she was so stunned by that question. Oh no, I wasn't trying to do that. And Gracelle gave her a side eye and suddenly say, "Oh yes, you did." And so it was like they had forgot some parts of the season where they were just really being rude and mean to Gracelle, but then they didn't want Gracelle to say nothing. They wanted to do that stuff. And so what happened? Gracelle kept saying no. She said, "Yeah, when somebody confronts you about something, Gracelle, you don't say too much, and then you just have this kind of a smiley grin on your face, and this, that, and that." And Gracelle jumped up and said, "Well, what it is, if I say too much, I'm talking too much. If I don't say too much," and she said, "What do you want me to do?" And so it was like the Rick tried to holler at Gracelle, "Let me talk, let me talk." Gracelle said, "You're gonna talk, you're gonna have your moment." Then Lisa Rinna gonna say, she, and because Gracelle said, because her and Lisa Rinna had been friends for so long, she thought that Lisa Rinna was gonna be, the bigger person was gonna take up for her. She said, "No, I wouldn't take up for you, Gracelle, but because I let me get a drink of water right quick." And I stopped her. She said, "I'm not taking up for you because I did agree with what Direct was saying." And then Direct said, "I agree. I do talk too much sometimes, but still." And then Gracelle said, "Well, here you're gonna have your moment." And then she told Lisa Rinna to wait. And then Lisa Rinna kept on jumping in and chiming in. And the whole time Eric was sitting up there all stoic. And then at the last minute, she gonna try to chime in and get with Lisa Rinna and get with Lisa Rinna and all the rest of the girls and try to come for Gracelle and stuff like that. And then Direct gonna have the nerve enough to say that Gracelle was trying to get a moment. She was trying to be relevant. Gracelle gave that classy shade and told her, "Baby, I've always been relevant." And so what is, she looked kind of funny. She looked kind of funny and stuff like that. And then she told Andy that after one of them incidents that she got into with Gracelle, she got a lot of threats and a lot of hate mailing out this on Twitter and then. And I'm looking at, girl, you did not see the way you were acting on the. I mean, I watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills only because Gracelle was on there. But when I saw the way Kyle was acting and Dorette, especially Lisa Rinna, and then Gracelle brought up, "Yeah, I heard it from somebody that told me that y'all was saying that because y'all didn't know how I was gonna be on the show, y'all didn't want me to bring up the race car and this and that." She said, "I was not thinking about bringing up that." She said, "Lisa Rinna, I didn't say that. I didn't say that." She said, "I didn't say you said it." She said, "Somebody told me that y'all were talking about it amongst yourselves before I got on there." And so it was like Lisa Rinna was talking about it wasn't her and it wasn't this. I believe they did say that. I think because what was going on New York, those rich white women didn't want to confront that same type of situation. But like Gracelle said, I'm a black woman coming on the show, and that was a different dynamic, or something new for them or something new for me. But it's like neither one of them wanted to take accountability for the things that they done to Gracelle. So all in all, the reunion was kind of lackluster to me. The only part was good was the part between Gracelle and Dorette. It looks like on the second end is going to be asking Ericka some more questions, but you could tell that he was still easy on Ericka even in this episode. This is A. Wesley. That ain't even tilted like a TI is. I am out.